Hey, this is Dan from Real Mac Software, and today I want to show you what we've been working on this past week. And this is all centered around the Theme Studio still. Now, you may remember last week we showed off colors, and this week I wanted to talk about the fonts feature. So I'm going to go ahead and open this sample project here. Now, it's a pretty text-heavy site, and this is purely to demo the feature. So you can see as I roll over, we've got these headings, and I've got some text here, an image, and another heading down here. And if I click on one of these, and then we go to the inspector, you can see this heading has a class of heading. So that's telling Elements that this is a heading. And then here on the body text, we've set the font to be body. Now, this is where the Theme Studio comes in, because we define these globally so they can be changed at any time. So there you can see it's heading, and you'll also notice I've defined my colors here on the different blocks. So that one there, I'm using this sandy color. So anyway, let's get on and open the Theme Studio. Now I'm going to go straight to the font family, and here you'll see I've got 3 fonts defined, and there, so you can see I have my heading, and this is my heading here. Now, if I click on that, it tells me I am using a font called Rubik. Now, you'll notice all these fonts down here, and these are all pulled from Google Fonts, and this is using the API, so this is all live. We've got 1,500 fonts here you've got access to. So, and we have search is obviously working. So if I want to change all my headings, let's see what else is available in the Rubik family. Whoops, if I can type properly. There we are. So there's quite a lot available in the Rubik family. So if I just click on one of these, you'll notice my site instantly updates there. So let's try another one. That doesn't look so good. Oh, that's quite nice. But I can click through these and just see what kind of fits. And I think actually I kind of like this. I think we'll go with that one, Distressed or Dirt. That's quite a nice style. But you can see I just click through these and they update instantly. And that's using the heading setting. So this other text was set to body. And if I click on body, we can see that's using Inter. And let's get rid of that search. And I can just click through these and all the text on the page just instantly updates. You know, I can just scroll through and just pick any of these and just see what it looks like in the site. There we are. So you can see that all changing there live. So I could click through these all day long, you know, just trying to find the perfect font for my site. But in fact, I think I know I want Inter, so I'm just going to search and we're going to put it back to that, and that looks great. Now, all my headings are the same, but these headings here, I might want these to be different to the main one. And while I can click on these and change the size and things here, I actually want to change the font on both of these here. So let me just make sure they're the same for Excel. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new font family. So let's call this one body heading. So I'm going to call that one body heading. Let's get rid of that. So we're using Rubik Dirt here. So let's go body heading and let's search for Rubik again. And I'm just going to use the plain Rubik. Now, so I've made this new body heading, but you'll notice nothing is using it at the moment. So what I need to do, come over to here, and you'll see it's added it to our drop-down menu. So I'll pick body heading, and we'll pick body heading for that one. And there, they've both updated. So now when I come back over here, I can just go through and I can pick a different font, whichever one I want. So now we've got our subheadings that are looking different to our main headings. And it's as easy as that to set it. You can have as many font families as you want, and you can change them whenever you like. You know, we can just go back here and we can just scroll through and we can pick another one. It's as easy as that. So that's really nice. It's really allows you to give your site a unique look, and just, I've not, again, it's so amazing to be able to see these Google fonts rather than going over to Google, looking for the fonts you want and then putting them in your site to try and preview them. We've got them all here, and you can just scroll through and, go through and preview them all if you want. So we think that's really good. One of the other things we had questions about were the color palettes and kind of exactly how they work and why they're in this grid here. So what I'm going to do is, I thought I'd go and open my other site that I've been working on that you've seen in the other ones, and we'll take a look at the color palettes there and a bit more at the fonts as well. So let me shut down this site. I'll just minimize it for now. So I'm going to go ahead and open my other project, Super Deluxe here. And you'll see we're using a blue color here. On the, let's view this. Yeah, we're using a blue color here on our banner. And I've got a green color down here. Now, while you can, I don't think this was explained very well last week, that while I can change these colors and it does change the look of the site there, it doesn't have to change the look of the entire site. You can create as many color palettes as you want, and you'll notice this area down here is not changing, and that's because it's using a different color palette. So what I can do is I could duplicate this one, and we'll just call this one Bluey, because this is a new one for me, and I'm going to put that over there. So now now we've created a new color palette, and now I can go and pick an object to use that. So here I can click on that, and I say, well, I don't want it using the primary. I actually want it using my new Bluey color palette. So I'll pick that one, and now it's using that. So when I go back over here and change this primary one, not everything changes, because I've given this the title a different color palette. So it's super flexible, this, and you can have all your different colors for different pages, different products, whatever you're building your site for. You can set up all these palettes and just assign different colors to different objects. So this is super powerful and super flexible. One of the other questions we had is about how this works, this gradient. Like why do, when I click up here, it makes these all lighter, and why when I click down here is it darker? Like, people are saying, well, this is a really weird way for gradients to work. It doesn't make any sense. But how this works is our framework uses shades of color, and you can see here it's called 50, 100, 200, 300, up to 900. So we've got all these different separate shades, and what we do is this color here is the master color. So the palette is generated from this. So when I click here, it obviously regenerates the palette on purple, but it's generating the colors either side of it, up and down. So if I pick this color here, you notice we don't get any dark tones. It's saying, oh, you want me to generate all these colors below this. So if I wanted more of a range, then I'd have to make the color darker. Or I can do this, and we go from a dark color to an even darker color. So this is a really flexible way to generate palettes, and a very quick way to generate palettes, because you just pick your main color, and then we'll generate the others either side of it. You can see it just changes on the fly. So that's why this gradient works like that. You just need to pick one main color, and we'll do the rest of the work for you. So that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. And once you understand the way this works, you realize it's even more powerful. So yeah, I've got another page here, a 404 page, and you can see it's using this font that I had set up here. Again, this is in our font family, in our headings, and I've got Barrio there. So yeah, let's go back over here. And you can see, so this 404 page is pretty sunny and bright. And I'm thinking we should make it dark, and let's change the look of it. So we'll go to our colors, and I'm going to create a new color palette, and we're going to call this one red. I don't think we've got a red now. And I'm going to go red, and we'll pick kind of that, or a reddy orange color. Let's go there. So I'll pick that. So now I've created that. I go back here, and on our gradient, I'm going to pick that. So you'll see this is a background gradient, and it starts from this color to that color. And I'm going to click there, and I actually want it to be darker, so I'm going to click that one and there. So that's looking different. And now we've got our heading font there. And so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to font family, and we're going to add a new one. I'm going to call this 404 because this is my 404 page. Let's assign those. So let's pick 404 and 404. And yeah, we're going to make that heavier, and we might want that a bit bigger. So now I've got my 404. Let's have a look through these and see. So yeah, so I can just click through these until I find one that I really like, and that's kind of cool. I do kind of like that one, but I wouldn't want, but you wouldn't want this, so I could go back to changing that to there. Yeah, so I could, yeah, let's do that as a subheading. So you can see, let's make that a little bit, let's remove the opacity on that. So you can see how quick this is to really, I've gone from that blue looking page to this purple dark looking page with this nice gradient on it and this very custom font in a matter of seconds, and I can change the look completely, and that is super, super powerful. And that's why we think it's really great to have this theme studio and to set up all your settings in here, because it just makes it incredibly easy to change the look of your site with just a few clicks. You know, we've completely altered the look of this, and one of the things is it's just so fun and so easy to tweak and play with things in here, because you can create as many font classes and as many colors as you like, and the same goes for these other things, which we'll go into in a future video. But this is where you can set up all these distinct things that control the way your site looks, and it makes it super quick and super fun to play with. All right, I'll leave it there for this video. Hopefully that's given you a better understanding how colors work and how fonts work in the Theme Studio. And if you have any questions, add them down below. Yeah, so thanks for watching this, and I will see you next week with another video. All right, have a good weekend. Cheers, bye.